Welcome in again, everybody, as we do MLB picks, predictions, discussions, ruminations, what have you, for July 11th, as this month gets on down the road. It'll be football season before you know it. We will have more on that in the days to come. But yeah, talking about baseball today, and good Lord, it has been hot, white hot. Y'all don't understand. Like, who's your favorite gambling YouTuber in the space? Just, hey, let me know. What are they on right now? What are they won 3 in a row? That's pretty good. 4 in a row. 5, 7. Hey, are they on like 7-0 run? That is pretty dang good. Maybe they're a 10-1 or something. Pending what happens today. I mean, 19 wins. Well, 19 isn't pending. 19 is official. If I win today, that is 20 wins in a row. You ain't got to believe me. If you don't believe me, you ain't even got to go through all the videos. I am Alan Scribe on MLB Beat the Streak. Go check it out. It is up there. It is 19. But I wanted to remember when they gave you prizes for things like this. I'm going to get a badge. Yay, digital, good NFT badge nonsense. Yeah, but back in the day, they'd give you at least, let's say, a month. I think I got one time of free MLB TV. And I'll take that because there's 75 streaming services and I never know where to find the games these days. It's frustrating. I think there was sports gear and stuff. Since Mickey Mouse took over, not pointing any fingers at ESPN, but pointing fingers, yeah, they don't do any of that anymore. You just get your digital badges, which kind of sucks, but hey, I'm putting it out there. If anybody over there is listening, bring back some kind of prizes. It's great for people because, again, the prize for Beat the Streak is $5.6 billion if you can get 57 hits in a row. Nobody has done that. There's a strong possibility nobody does that again this year. So give us some other kind of prize. That would be an awesome thing. And Lord knows Mickey Mouse can afford to do it. But yeah, 19 in a row, y'all. Hoping to get 20. Tell me, who on the platform is hotter than me? Nobody I'm aware of. Yeah, there are some people on the Beat the Streak leaderboard ahead of me. They ain't in here. They ain't putting out content. As I've heard many people say in the gambling space, when somebody figures out how to make a whole bunch of money, they often shut the F up. And that's what the people that are, let's say, a week or 2 weeks away from winning $5.6 million are doing. They're not sharing tips with you. I am, out of the goodness of my heart, out here letting y'all know what I'm picking, what things I'm doing, how I'm reaching these conclusions. And again, so far, had you started at the beginning of this streak, putting down whatever you could afford to put down on the picks I'm giving you, you are very satisfied with the outcome. No, I'm satisfied with what I've been putting down on my picks. As I mentioned before, Beat the Streak is not the only contest I play. Far from it. It'd be ludicrous to have 20 wins in a row and then only be focused on the contest that has one prize at the end that nobody's ever won before. That'd be bad. Don't do that. Do prediction markets. If you must do prize picks. I'm not gonna lie to you. I do those too. I have hit on a few of those because, as I said, the past month, may as well say, what I have picked for hits has been good. So I've been able to lock that in and then try to figure out if I'm doing a prize pick or parlay players. Those are the first two that came to mind. Nobody paid me. Those are just the first two that came to mind. Putting those in. And for example, prize picks has had discounts on the World Cup. Many of those have cashed. So I've been taking, my baseball pick, which has pretty much been cashing every day for essentially a 3-week span, and then I've been using their discount. They haven't all hit, but a lot of them have hit because they go with the big guns. Holland, Mbappe, Harry Kane. Those are the ones that give you, and those are the guys that shoot a lot. They touch the ball a lot. Those have been going in. But again, wherever you choose to put those picks, hey, let me know in the comments. Go ahead. It sounds like a good point to tell you, hey, leave me a like if you like winning picks. I hope you do. If you like losing picks, hey, that's fine too. But share that. Help me help you. Share this with anybody who is trying to win contests and beat the books out there, or just play, fantasy baseball, if you will. Daily fantasy baseball is something I do also. I've been having a lot of fun. As I said, been using some of these picks in there also, cashing some stuff out. It is what it is. However, these picks are here for you. Whatever you choose to do with them, please just. However you choose to monetize this stuff, that is for you to do. I'm just giving you some of the suggestions that I have used, where you are not obligated to bet the same things I bet, play the same contest I play. I will say that Beat the Streak is completely free, so if you enjoy fantasy contests, fantasy baseball, I assume if you're still watching at this point, you like that sort of stuff. There's really no reason for you not to play it. It's a whole bunch of fun. It will make you tear a whole bunch of your hair out over the course of the year, but you're watching a bunch of baseball, playing various fantasy games anyway, why not? So let's go ahead. Click the notification bell too, because what happens sometimes is they'll take people out of the lineup, or somebody gets hurt right before the lineup. Crazy one they ever heard was Nolan Ryan got injured pulling his cowboy boots on. It's Nolan Ryan. I ain't gonna be mad at him about it. I'm not played about it. No, you take all the Nolan Ryan you could whenever you could get Nolan Ryan on the mound. Stuff happens. I've heard of football players tripping over their dog and stuff. Basically, if you click the notification bell, what happens when somebody doesn't make the lineup and I see that, I will come back in here in the comments, drop you another pick, and those have been doing pretty well also. I think Bobby Witt was the last one we did where Luis Arias wasn't going to play, and switched into Bobby Witt, and Bobby Witt Jr. does what he does, got a hit. By the way, Luis Arias, for everybody that watched the video last time, he was our guy last time. We have used him a whole bunch this year because, as I mentioned in the numerous videos, he is somebody that is the prototypical hitter for this. He rarely goes hitless in back-to-back contests. And what you saw there is the same thing. We used him several times this season, probably a couple of times during this particular streak because of the fact he doesn't strike out a lot, doesn't go hitless in back-to-back games. So you probably know where I'm going today. Yeah, our main man, Freddie Freeman of the Dodgers, same thing applies. Prototypical contact hitter, puts the bat on the baseball, doesn't get a whole lot of strikeouts. And by the way, he's playing for a much better team than the Giants. I don't think I'm breaking any news telling you about that. By the way, they are going against the Diamondbacks and Brandon Pfaadt. I don't know how I forgot to look up exactly how he says that name. It's more fun for me to mispronounce Pfaadt anyway. ERA of nearly 5. So if you need more information, yeah, we got it. It's not all just, hey, well, it's a lot of Freddie Freeman to get a hit yesterday, so we're picking him to get a hit today. That I think out of all the times I've done have taken that bet in some form this season, only one time has he gone hitless in back-to-back games while I had him out there in the contest. So if something that works 9 out of 10 times, 6 out of 7 times, whatever, 90% of the time, that's how you get 19, 20 game winning streaks. You figure out as many things as you can that hit almost every time. Freddie Freeman is one of those, has been one of those. As if you need more, he's going against Pfaadt, pitcher with the ERA of almost 5. The Dodgers are the Dodgers. Arguably best team in baseball. Well, still a champion. So until somebody thrones them, I'll say best team in baseball. Expecting a bunch of runs for the day. Should be another explosive game. Every reason other than the fact that he didn't get hit yesterday to pitch. But you stack all that together. And I always try to look at multiple things. Somebody's record of how many times they go hitless back to back. Pitcher matchup. Run line. There's at the end of the day probably, if I had to guess, to easily 15 or 20 categories you can look at. I was taking into account kind of how I'm doing. Obviously, if I'm on a hot streak, as I currently am, and I come up with a pick with my research that I have a doubt about, I'm going to be more likely to go with it if I'm already on a hot streak. If I'm struggling, I'm looking to probably pick Bobby Witt every day, or who's got, where we did a lot. Not as much as the Ildemaro Vargas as I wanted to. He had a 20-some-odd game hitting streak earlier in the year, but I'm looking for that streak starter, if you will. And Freeman has definitely been somebody that has been a streak starter, somebody that's kept streaks going. Do I need to gas him up anymore? He is who I'm picking today. He's who I think you should be picking today. I've looked on beatthestreak.com. Hundreds of people, including people in the top 250, are picking him today. I hope that's all you need. I will see you in the next video, where I believe Freddie Freeman will cash it out with yet another hit.